With accusations, a departure, and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching The Wrestling Report. During an interview with Inside the Ring, Paul Walter Hauser was asked which wrestler he'd like to play in a biopic, saying, have to be isn't really about which wrestler it is. It's more about the writing, but I've been approached about playing Mick Foley. Really. I've also been approached about playing Jim Neidhart, and I just got approached last week about playing a new wrestler, which I won't name out of respect for the project and the people involved. But yeah, people think of me for wrestling stuff because they know I'm into it, and I do it as long as the story is good and I get to really do something with the character. After undergoing surgery for a torn quad, Brian Cage opened up on his return to AEW, telling the All Effin' Wrestling Show, "I have no idea about any sort of creative plans for a return at all at this point." So, I guess anything could be possible. It's funny too, because I don't think Don wanted that many people to begin with, and then I thought he kind of thought it was funny and was almost doing it comically, like making a joke about it, start adding people, and now it's just like, now it's over the fact that everyone's just joining the Don Callis family. Yeah, so I guess I come back and join him and be, a super team. Or I don't know why I would fight against him though. Nothing's happened, so I'm not really sure what's going on. There's a whole wide open versatility of what could happen because there's nothing set in stone at all for when I'm coming back or what I'm going to do when I come back. After TNA'S Joe Hendry made a video regarding his unconfirmed role for NXT SHOWDOWN, Santino Marella made it clear what Hendry would be doing for the show tomorrow.
Hey Joe Hendry, me Santino Marella here, how are you? I saw your post and I'm going to make it official right now. You'll be the special guest referee in the men's Survivor Series style match at SHOWDOWN.
Following the changes to how Nielsen TV ratings are measured, AEW Dynamite dropped significantly in the ratings last week, going from 554,000 viewers to 465,000. Now, Fightful Select has reported. One source in AEW said that AEW President Tony Khan is well aware of the Nielsen TV ratings measurement changes, how they work, and is adept at what they mean specifically. With AEW numbers, Max streaming is not reported for Collision and Dynamite, and the actual viewership emerging from those is kept very quiet. Staying on the topic of the Nielsen ratings, some in WWE might be concerned as to how this impacts TNA getting a new broadcasting deal. As Fightful Select said, one WWE production source expressed concern that the new numbers and data from the Nielsen TV ratings changes could be used to negotiate against TNA as they tried to land a new television deal. TNA's Carlos Silva said that such a thing hasn't even been brought up to TNA during negotiations and that they have an important call this week to keep wheels on their possible upcoming deal is going. Reacting to being left off the NXT SHOWDOWN event, TNA's Steve Maclin told the Mark Hoke Show, "I'm hoping for the best for Team TNA and everybody involved. Obviously, I'm not there. I wasn't picked for the team." Which makes me wonder what's going on in that situation. I don't know. I guess not all soldiers, in a way, or Marines are going to go to fight the war at the same time. So I guess I'll just sit and wait for something a little bit bigger on that end. But I got my fingers crossed that Team TNA will do their thing, and we'll see what comes out of that. Taking aim at WWE's booking of Jacob Fatu, Rikishi had this to say on his Off the Top podcast. Jacob came out, he's steaming. You know, they got everything behind him. They're just lighting this kid up on fire. Everything they threw at this kid, he came correct. He's standing on business, and all of a sudden, poof, like a Houdini move. Well, hey, let's just hope they do something with it, the Drew McIntyre feud. You know what I mean? There's no doubt Jacob can work with anybody, absolutely anybody. If it's done right, again, this kid here has got talent. We all know what type of talent he is, especially his real ones. I've always said this from the beginning, if you book Jacob with the right people, you're gonna get money out of this kid, because the things that he does in the ring, man, to this day, I still don't think they've booked him with the right people and lit gasoline up behind him to really push this thing and make it work. You know what I mean? It's just been this little tease. We see Jacob's skills, we see his talent, we see his popularity is catching on fire. Like, you can see the top of the hill, but you ain't got over yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think he's on the porch yet. He should be in the house having some sweet tea by now. Making a claim regarding John Cena's retirement tour in WWE, former writer for the company, Vince Russo, noted on his podcast, "I was told by someone currently on the roster that John Cena is calling all his own shots in this run. I was told that Cena definitely has final say. At one point, The Rock and Cena were on the same page, no question about it. Rock committed to that, but then something happened. When that happened and The Rock pulled out of the equation, they suddenly had no idea what to do with John Cena. What's Cena doing now? He's trying to book himself against the best opponents he can. Brock Lesnar's a good opponent. There's history there. He's probably also a huge supporter of AJ Styles. Everybody who knows AJ loves AJ, so why wouldn't Cena give AJ a shot?" Leveling an accusation against WWE's parent company, TKO Group Holdings, Kevin Nash said this on his Click This podcast. "I was talking to Mr. Waltman this week. We had our weekly update. We both got our royalty checks, and I called him. He's laughing on the other end of the phone and says, 'Obviously, you got your royalty check.' I said, 'Holy, after the last one was good, this one was rotten. It was half. But hey, what are you gonna do? When I was making big money from royalties, it used to be broken down. It would list NWO t-shirts, NWO women's t-shirts, all of it. Now it just says NWO intellectual property with one number. No subcategories at all. It's all just forensic accounting at this point. And that's how it goes. Things got weird after Fanatics came in. Yeah, it got weird when they sold to TKO. So this is where the TKO weirdness starts, because they, cut things. I can only speak for myself, but I can imagine what it's like for guys like Hulk, Austin, and Rock. If Steve was getting 50% of his merch and some of mine was at 25%, then cutting that in half put several $1 million back on the books. Yeah, and see, I'm double jeopardized in that, because not only are you screwing me and raising the price, but then I'm also a stockholder. So are you inflating my stock by doing something that's not, particularly legal? Confirming his departure from TNA Wrestling, Laredo Kid wrote this on X. "Thank you for everything to this great company and family. I appreciate your tremendous support. I hope to return to work in the future. We're on a new path." Taking to X, former star of ECW and WWE, Justin Credible, revealed he was in an accident and now in the hospital, posting photos and writing, "I hate to ask. I know a lot of you have certain feelings about me, but Thursday night I got into an accident. I've been in Philadelphia at a hospital. Since then I've been discharged, but I don't have gas money to get home or tolls. If there's any way you guys can bless me, DM. If someone could please help us go viral really soon. I need your help. Thank you. God bless." When it comes to Roman Reigns having a match at Crown Jewel, Ringside News wrote that Roman Reigns is officially back, and it looks like WWE already has major plans for him at Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. According to Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com, an internal WWE lineup sheet for the October 11th premium live event lists Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed as the final match of the night. The bout will reportedly have a stipulation yet to be determined, and it's being positioned as the show's headline attraction. This match stems from Reigns' return on the September 29th episode of Raw, where he made a surprise appearance to save the Usos from a post-match beatdown by the Vision's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The New Look Bloodline versus the Vision is quickly becoming one of the hottest feuds in the company. Reigns has been off TV since Clash in Paris on August 31st, where he defeated Breaker but was brutally attacked post-match by both Reed and Breaker, resulting in a stretcher job. His absence was reportedly tied to filming commitments for his upcoming role as Akuma in the Street Fighter movie. Here are the confirmed and reported matches for the event. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, stipulation TBA, reported as the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Stephanie Vaquer versus Tiffany Stratton, Women's Crown Jewel Championship. John Cena versus AJ Styles, Retirement Tour Dream Match. And Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane, Tag Team Grudge Match. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.